Welcome to the Real Estate Entrepreneurs Podcast. Today I got my friend Charles Hernandez from San Antonio, Texas, wearing the HBHS gear, guys. You know,
That's all I ever do, man.
that's it, man. I remember you were one of your events, dude, and you were on stage and you were talking about people that how people actually tend to go and wear a lot of bling bling and brand name clothes, and you said, "This is my fucking brand, HBHS. That's all I wear." So
Yeah.
yeah, that's funny, man.
I'm probably the only one. I'm probably the only one that wears it, but it's okay.
Yeah. So hey, just so you know, we got Easy and Ray Nevares are gonna jump on the call at any time. I don't know. I sent them the link, so we'll do a little bit of Q&A and stuff like that. But this is basically Charles to announce, man, that this week, attendgrowth.com, February 3, 4, and 5, guys, the time to get your ticket is now. VIP sold out. We only have general admission. You can get VIP tickets, but they're gonna be a little bit more pricey. And I was telling Charles before we went live that we already had 210 people coming to the event. So our events, Charles, we're not about having the biggest and the largest audience or any of that. It's about the quality of the people, man. Like, can we really get together in a room, go on stage, present, but at the same time network with high quality individuals like yourself, right? And you've been to all my last three or four events now.
Yeah.
You came to the first one where we had Bradley. Then we had the second one in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had the third one in Houston, where you came here, but you had to fly a day out because your wife had a competition. But man, you came to the event on Friday. You took a bus in the morning from San Antonio to Houston.
No, I took
An airplane. That's what I call the bus.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
it was
were-
in Greyhound.
Wow, you were there the whole day, dude, and then you went back in the evening because your wife had a competition. She won, right?
Yeah, she won for a category. She placed for the state, so she did pretty good.
And then on Sunday you came back again. You got on another airplane, came for the day, and then in the evening you got another airplane to go back, man. So I appreciate you for that.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, wanted to show support, and a lot of good people out there. They want to talk and they need help, and it's a good place to go out and meet a lot of good people and see what people are doing differently. Yesterday I did a 6-hour Sunday Smash with my private group, and we were just calling. The thing is, you can always learn stuff from different people. One of my guys, I can't give it out. Man. I can't do it because it's actually one of my members' signature intros, and I just find it so fascinating that I was like, wow, man, that's fucking badass. That the way he gets into the conversation, and so I'm actually gonna build out a landing page for him and anybody else who wants to use it to give validity to when people are calling. And then if the homeowner wants to look it up, it'd be like, okay, I get what you're talking about. It was so awesome. But you can learn from anybody. You got to have an open mind, not just because someone's sitting on the perch means they know everything. There's people that are coming into this business that know this stuff, and always have an open mind.
Yeah. That's pretty much a lot of that stuff is what's going to happen this weekend. We're Monday already, man. I'm excited, bro, because all my friends like you and many of the other guys that are coming from all over the country, they arrive Wednesday, Thursday already. I know I'm going to have a flow of people through the office coming in and out, and Thursday night we have the Go Giver dinner for those of you that are either VIPs or speakers or special guests, where we actually go to a mom and pop restaurant and we tip $100 each. So that's exciting. That's gonna be at an Argentinian steakhouse that I picked over here, Charles. You're gonna miss that one because you're saying you're not coming in Thursday night, man. But I'm telling you, you're making a huge mistake, bro. You should be there. You should be there.
Yeah.
You gotta see the staff walking away with all that money, man. That's the most rewarding part for me, is to see them walking away with 6, 7, 8 grand on their hands.
It's hard, man. I mean, I'm busy, but I try. Then it's hard, man, because I got a beautiful wife, man. It's hard to leave her by herself.
You just gotta make sure she comes with you, man. She comes with you, and we all have a very good time. I went and picked the VIP dinner. VIP dinner is on Friday night. We're gonna close the restaurant for ourselves, and it's at a steakhouse here in Houston that I'm not gonna mention the name here. Only the VIPs and the speakers and the sponsors are gonna get access to that. But that one you're probably gonna be able to attend because that's gonna be on Friday night. So we do a lot of good things Thursday night, Saturday night. But Charles, what do you think you're gonna speak about? You're gonna be on stage twice. You're gonna be, of course, on the creative finance panel. And also that's on Sunday afternoon. All panels are on the afternoon. And then on Friday, you take the stage with I don't know if it's Michael or not, but what do you think you have touched on?
I usually go on there and talk about how to do stuff and how to do this deal or that deal. I try to show people what they can actually do once they learn different strategies, and that's always been my go-to thing. I don't know. I think I might change it up a little bit this time. I think that a lot of people today, whatever, because of the economy, I see people giving up left and right, man. And it gets a little hard, and they start tucking tail and they start giving up. If you notice, not casting stones, but if you notice, a lot of folks who used to post a lot or look, man, it's real easy to shine when things are when the wave is high. But I think it's when things are falling apart or things are hard is when people really need to buckle down. And I might talk about something like I might talk about that. I might talk about what people at least what we're doing to buckle down and resilience and how to move forward. I mean, whatever you're doing, whether it's crypto or fucking Forex or NFTs or whatever it is, I do real estate. So, and I mean, these past 2 months, I mean, we took it on the chin. I mean, I don't hide shit from people. We took it on the chin. We have a lot of properties and a lot of people didn't pay. And, whenever you get into these type of, portfolio building, sometimes you're going to have to face that. You get people in the office that you spend a lot of time with, and you're like, damn, I really thought that guy was going to make it. It's hard. It hurts when you lose the good ones that once you get close to. But I've always been the type of person that not one person makes my company. So, I mean, I love them all, but if they got to go, they got to go. The thing for me is like, man, bro, if you only gave yourself a chance, if you only just give yourself a chance, man. And I've lost a couple guys that were really, really good. But life catches them, man. And that's what this business is about. Life catches you. Life catches you when you're not paying attention. Life catches you when you're fucking around on the phone and not making those calls and not knocking on those doors and not getting those contracts and not getting the right. All of a sudden, bills start piling up and shit gets real.
Tell you what, man, you hit it right on the head on that one, Charles, because they we also took it up on the chin on the last 3 months on the quarter, right? There are some people that did well, but in our case, we were on the same boat as you are. You know, we didn't really close on a lot of deals in between October, November, and December, and we barely made some money to pay bills, pretty much. You know, thanks God for having multiple streams of income, right? Like we got multiple streams of income, and that kind of like helps, you know, the offset the cost of overhead and VAs and you know office space and all that, right? So that's what the theme of the whole weekend is gonna be about is, you know, what is it that we are doing, guys like you, me, and David Olds, and all of the rest of the people that are coming to pivot, to be able to shift and to survive when times get tough, right? Like you said, some people on your team they didn't dial, they didn't do the amount of dials, or maybe they did, but they just gave up because they got too many rejections at the same time, or they got caught up in a bad cycle, like it happens to all of us. I don't know how many times I put money in marketing that didn't really pay out, right? Like that we didn't get to convert right away. But having a different perspective from everyone coming to the event that's going to be presenting on multiple lanes. I'll just give you some names, but for instance, I know that let me see where the schedule is. So Shane Ninen, man, he just took a $60,000 loss on a flip. You know, guys like Jerry Green, they got multiple operations running. Neil Timmins, he's doing a lot of commercial deals. Mark Guerra, this guy's got like 10 different multiple streams of income. He's out of Houston. He's a real estate investor. He owns an owner finance company. He's done network marketing. He's one of the top leaders in one of the company. So talking about somebody that will survive a Holocaust is a guy like him. We got guys like Jack Bosch. I don't know if you ever met Jack, Charles.
I don't think I've met him.
Man, he's the king on land, man. This guy, he's got over 2,000 students in his group, land flipping all over the U.S. He was actually at the Hero Conference where you and I went together. And he was there. I'm pretty sure if you see him, you'll remember him. But they're doing multiple different things, right? Just to name a few of the people that are coming, right? And they're going to be presenting on what works for them. We got you and Michael Yanas, HBHS, David Olds. I mean, he's been doing this for a very long time. Robert Allen. I mean, you cannot get more OG than that. We're going to have Okino Johnson, Graylin Stewart, Corey Geary, Ramon and Rodrigo Martinez, Forrest, Blackburn, Al Nicoletti. We're going to have my mother, bro. My mom is going to do a meditation, Charles. I need you to be in that room when my mom is doing meditation. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. You're going to enjoy it. It's different, right? We're going to have Mike Termine, Cash Money Mike. He'll be sharing a panel with you because he does a lot of this creative finance stuff. Pitching deals on terms and things of that nature, right? We're going to have Brandon Bateman, who's, in my opinion, one of the top guys when it comes to PPC. So he's gonna do a display on PPC from stage. I'm not exactly sure 100% what he's gonna show, but I know he's gonna talk about stuff related to PPC. Ryan Garzilazo, Roddy, this guy has got a project management system for flips, and he can manage like I don't know how many flips at the same time. And he does that for other people. So
where's he out of?
He's in Chicago. He's out of Chicago. So I met him at the Family Mastermind, which I'm part of, and maybe one day you'll join us. But But I met him there, dude, and he showed me this system on how he's flipping houses all over the U.S., project managing. And me in the past, that's where I got my ass handed back to me when I lost my contractors and all that, right? So I'm interested in knowing his process, because maybe a guy like me that doesn't want to manage contractors anymore directly like that may employ a system like his, right? And then we're also going to have Mike Hambright, Ray Spencer, Tom Berry, Tanya Oliver.
A lot of good people, man.
Man, this is stacked up. This is 3 days, right? Marcos Jacober, the Did Hunter, is gonna do a game on Sunday, 2 hours.
Yeah, Marcus is the real deal, man. He has a really good program, man. So
yeah, so we're gonna have Marcos in there, and we're gonna have Alma Flores, man. She's one of your students.
yeah, she's really good, man. Alma's really good. Alma's really good. She's really I'm really proud of her. She's done very well.
She's amazing, bro. She hopefully she tells us how she buys mobile homes and things like that all over the country, you know. So I'm excited to see that.
She's definitely a hustler, man. She's not one to be discounted, man. And a lot of people discount people like her, man. But shit, they're really doing real good stuff, man.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know she's added value to my events multiple times. She's come to my office. She's yet to come to the office for a podcast, but she knows she's got
Can I share a little story?
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta say this, man. And you know, when I did my event wholesaling live, I invited a lot of people. A lot of people. I invited a lot of influencers, and, I don't take nothing from nobody. I mean, it is what it is, But some people asked me, because I had her as a special guest, and some people asked me, like, why do you got her as a special guest? She doesn't have a big following, and it doesn't make any sense. They actually told me that. I said, well, I have her as a special guest because she's out here doing real shit. She might not be on social media, but she's doing real stuff. And if I can shine the light on her, because nobody shined the light on us for a long time. Nobody wanted, it just didn't happen. It took us a long time for us to get mainstream. It is what it is. But I said, if I have the light and I can shine it on somebody that's doing well, and if by me doing that helps them do well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell you something. It is a fact. Alma sold more VIP tickets than all the 42 influencers combined by herself. All of them. That's not a slight against anybody. I'm just pointing that out, that she sold more VIP tickets that came to that event than everybody else that I invited as a special guest. By far, like, by a lot. So think about it. I think I probably had like maybe I don't know. I think I overstated. I think I probably had like 38 special guests, and the majority of the VIPs that we had, I think we had like, I don't know, like 50 something. She did pretty much. She did more than everybody, and then some. And that's because a couple people said to me, like, why do you have her? Why do you have her as a special guest? I said, I didn't know she was going to sell that many tickets. I just had her as a special guest because I believed in her. And so I'm really happy you're giving her a spot, because that makes me real proud. Like, wow, that's fucking badass. She's come a long way. She's from Mexico.
She's gonna be speaking on stage, bro. She's not just a special guest. She's gonna be on stage. So
I know she is. I'm really proud of her. And I want to point that out. You know what I just did, because for one, I'm really happy you're giving her the opportunity. She deserves it. And I wanted to point that out because a lot of times, there's a lot of gas going on in this business, and a lot of times it's not what you see online. It's really what people are doing.
Yeah, she actually on my last event, um, she she bought a ticket herself, VIP.
Yeah, she's always gonna buy a ticket, man. She don't ask for nothing.
You know,
And I told her next time I do an event, I got you, man. But she's like that. She'll just buy a ticket, dude. She's just
she
like
bought
she
it,
ain't gonna ask.
but every day she will call me and say, "Hey, Ricardo, I got somebody else that wants to come. Can
Yeah.
I get a link?" And I was like, so by the time she came to the event, she had like 10 people, right? That she brought with her. And at the event, I recognized her. I brought her on stage and I said, "Thank you so much, Ama. You added so much value for, to all of us and to the event." And she didn't really ask me for anything in return.
Yeah, she's very humble. I mean, look, I've taught a lot of people this business. I don't expect nothing from nobody. Um, I know a lot of people in the business. I'm friends with a lot of people. No disrespect to nobody. But when I saw you had her on the lineup, I was like, wow, that's fantastic. She deserves it. She's always ready to help everybody, and she does the business the right way. And I gotta say again, she sold more VIP tickets at Wholesale Live than everybody that I invited combined, and then some.
And I know I told some because Frank called me and he said, "Hey man, we gotta send you a check." And I said, "Hey man, don't worry about the check. Just keep it." But he still sent it to me. So I got it like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. I got a little check in the mail. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that,
I mean,
Charles.
look, man, I get it, man. Look, I get it. People are busy, man. Influencers are busy, and that goes a lot. Influencers are busy. They get busy, and I'm not citing anyone. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'll tell you somebody else that I invited that did very well. Like, I was real surprised like that. I haven't spoke to him since, man. I wish, I get we all get busy, but this kid right here, like, he went really out of his way, and man, I was like, wow. And you just never know. You never know who those people are gonna be. That kid, Naaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that kid sold like 12 tickets, dude. And I was like, damn. And he brought a really nice posse. He's a really good young man. I like him a lot. I hope he's doing well. I haven't spoken to him in a minute, but you just never know, And it's like your events, the type of event that people can come and meet people that are in the business, exchange ideas, and you get to know people that may be able to help you down the line. So it's a good event, man. I'm glad you're putting it together again.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Lenin Alvarado, who's tuning in from New Jersey. He's going to be here this Thursday, guys. Somebody asked about the land guy. The land guy is Jack Bosch. Okay, Jack Bosch is the land guy. You might want to find him in there. There's a bunch of people saying hi. Shout out to all you guys, but for some reason, I can't see who it is. It says only Facebook user. So somebody says the VIP dinner was a great time last year. Wait until this year. Thursday night we have the Go Giver dinner. All the people attending that dinner are bringing $100, and we're gonna tip the staff. The staff is gonna walk away with thousands of dollars on their pockets, man. That's gonna be life-changing money for some of them. And of course, we got on Friday night. We got the VIP dinner, the regular one that we are paying for, like the host, which is my team and myself, and all the speakers and sponsors that contributed to the event. What's up, Milton? There it is, Milton. All right, shout out to Milton, man. We're gonna miss you this year, Milton. You should have been here, brother. I hope you could make it. Charles the Goat. Somebody says there. Look, Charles the Goat. That was Dan Hansen about the dinner. Hey, Dan, of course, man. I'm looking forward to see you this week, brother. We're gonna have a lot of people here from all over, man. This event is gonna have a little bit more people than the last one. Just so you guys know, because it's Monday 30th, and guess when most of the tickets get sold, man? The 2 days before the event. So we probably expect another 50 to 100 people. Shout out to Mitzi Diane. She bought a ticket today. I saw it. Come through. Mitzi, if you're watching, shout out to you. You're gonna be at the event, and that's what it takes, man. Like, getting a ticket and showing up and showing support and love. Just like you do for my events, Charles, and just like I do for your event with Wholesaling Live. What about Wholesaling Live 2.0, man? When is that coming? Do you have a date yet, or what?
We don't. We really we're still considering. When we ended Wholesaling Live, we were talking about doing it in Vegas. And the thing is that we didn't realize, because that was just kind of off the cuff. What we didn't realize was that you really need to plan ahead when you do Vegas. You can't just say, "Can I get a?" So it's proving to be hard. I don't know. We're still working on that. But realistically, I think we're leaning towards maybe Austin, Texas, kind of central location for Texas. And there's a lot to do in Texas. We're thinking about we're talking to some people for a venue there. I think people will have fun down on 6th Street. That's what we're thinking about. I don't know. Vegas is still there, but Wholesaling Live Sub 2.0 is going to be something completely different, because it's going to be not only wholesaling, but it's going to be we're going to have a subject to component to it. So, we're the objective with Wholesaling Live, and I'll just throw something out there, man. I don't know yet, but I don't know. Mike's going to get mad at me if I say this, but we may give a house away, man.
A house?
Yeah. To a lucky participant. I don't know yet.
Hey, man, I'm looking at a $2 million home here in Houston. I always take it. I know you love me that much.
I mean, it ain't gonna be no beater upper, but it ain't gonna be no damn $500,000 home. But it'll be something, man. I don't know. We've been talking about it. We're like, hey, man, what can we do that nobody else has done? Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. And with all respect to everybody, we did Wholesaling Live, and I get it, man. It is what it is. It's business. We a lot of people copied our idea, and what can you do, man? You can't get all mad about it. And it is what it is, man. If somebody can do it better, then go ahead and do it better, man. Now my heart tells me, like, man, come up with your own idea, right? But here's the thing: we're like, okay, who has the balls to give away a house? I don't know.
You know what? I thought about that, Charles. I thought about that, to be honest with you. I just don't know. Man, I've had that thought since I started investing. Not just at an event, but like I always wanted to give a house away to somebody in need. And I know you and I donated to houses, like some houses in Haiti and stuff, but that's different. Like, I'm talking about a house here in the United States, maybe in San Antonio or Houston or a place like that. I like to do it. I'll be honest with you. If I did it, okay, and I will do it at some point. I just don't know when God is going to bless me to do something like that. But if I do it, I want to do it to a disabled human being, meaning somebody that is on a wheelchair and is in a wheelchair. Let me see if these guys are here. Hey, you guys got to flip over that phone, bro. You guys are looking sideways.
What's going on, guys?
Let
me turn it,
man. Yeah, now we can see you better. We got our friends Easy and Ray Nevares from H-Town, man, with the Space City.
What's going on, guys?
What's happening, Easy?
Man, good to see y'all. What's going on, Ricardo? Carlos?
How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Yes, sir. Can y'all hear us?
Yes, we can hear you very well, bro. Loud and clear.
Where you guys at? I like that. I like that background.
No, we just got a little office down here. Just kind of put our heads together and said, you know what, you're pretty good on the put something together. So we just put a little office together. We actually have a little grant where we're going to be giving away some tickets to Ricardo's event. So we're just here, still getting it, still grinding.
That's good, man. I see you guys out there pushing, man. Real happy for your success, man. I see you guys all the time, man. You guys are really always just getting after it, man. That's really proud of you guys, man.
Yeah, man. So Easy and Ray bought some tickets to the event, and they said, "Hey, man, we want to give those tickets away. What can we do?" And I was like, "I don't know. You guys do whatever." Can you talk a little bit about what you're gonna do with that, guys?
So what I wanted to do is whoever shares the live ticket, we're gonna give away 2 tickets today. Plus, we're gonna give away another 5 at our opening. So basically, the way it works, is it shares this live. Who's ever just sharing it, we'll put them in like a little drawing. Tickets will be given away at the office. We'll give away 2 extra tickets to whoever. So just share it, and that'll give you a chance to get in that raffle. Like it, subscribe. Yes, but like it. We're gonna go through it. Me and Ray, whoever shares it the most, whoever likes it, we're gonna give away 2 tickets.
Good for you, man.
Good, man.
Good for you. Hey, so
guys, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask them a question. You guys still doing a lot of APTs or land, or what do you guys concentrate on now?
This beautiful market that we're loving, we're hitting everything, right? A lot of people, no, but it's slowed down. I believe right now we're getting a lot of deals. That's some good deal flow. I don't know. Some people have said that, you know, you could spread yourself. I guess when it comes to you being in different, maybe marketing strategies, now on text messaging and then cold calling ourselves. But we're a bit of everything. We've got some marketing in multi-family, single family, land. So, started to incorporate this year is thing about events like Ricardo's events that I love going to is that and meet people, establish a good relationship with them, and when the event's back home, you're in Houston, and all of a sudden you can pick up the phone and hit somebody. St. Louis, Missouri, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It becomes a connection. Yeah, like a real network. A hub. And so I work with guys that are killing it in their industry. And so if my thing is like, okay, I see you out there killing it. What kind of fish do you like? You know, what size, what color, and let me help you fish. I'll bring you what they're doing. We're JVing, of course, but they're taking care of the transaction coordination, title dealing with the buyers, and we're just doing that. Today, I just got my first contract. So, I mean, I guess you could say it's working. We just hit the first campaign contract in Arkansas. So just a little bit of everything, virtual, land, multifamily, single family.
That's
if
good,
it's
man.
A deal, if it's a dog in the street, we'll wholesale it. We're going to wholesale it, you know? We're going to wholesale it. And plus, we're automating some CRMs we're adding on it. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard of ChatGPT. We're integrating it with CRM and our SMS platforms, and what we're doing is we're gonna use chat to. It's about to be ready. Where ChatGPT is taking one of our VA's position. So that ChatGPT will be used as a VA, right? Instead of $5-6 an hour, and it's something that's like with this market, as y'all know, everything goes technology the way where it's at, and
try to ride that wave.
Try to ride that wave, and we on a SMS platform and have it do times 1,000. I mean, bananas. So
That's
yeah,
good, man. That's good. You want to let the people know what platform you guys use, or it's not. Let's not go there, man. I don't want to give away secrets, but I will ask you guys this. How you guys been feeling about the market lately?
I think without being disrespectful to anybody, that's the same thing. People say it slows down, but I don't think it slows down unless you slow down. Both are killing it right now, and we're getting. I mean, we're not up there yet, but we're getting a deal flow. So I think it's pretty good for us. It's pretty good. You just got to keep your foot in. Just keep that, even if you're not doing a lot, but keep that foot on the gas pedal. Just slowly but steady, you know. And I think that's what produces results. A lot of people get scared in the market where they comienzan a oír que it's slowing down, it's gonna crash, it's shifting, and don't get me wrong, but I believe that if you just keep that foot on the pedal with marketing, if you down it, cut your budget down a little bit, but just stay consistent, you should be pretty good. That's what I believe.
Oh, he's right. Me, I think I'm just kind of and I see that, you know, I hear like a lot of people are disappearing, a lot of hope. Maybe it was a little too easy. Like whenever the market was booming, everybody was selling, everybody was wholesaling, everybody was arbitrage, and negotiations, I feel like were a lot easier. So I think know how to negotiate and aren't scared to get in there, get on the phone. So negotiate a deal back then, it's even harder now because now you got to get them maybe to what you couldn't even get them down to in the first place. So, and I was just telling the other day, I was like, bro, we should start recording calls where a seller is saying they want, I don't know, let's just say 500,000, right? In there with like a $200,000 offer, you know, like 50% or less. And to do that, you know, most people would look at their CRM
and skip it.
Yeah, look at it. The 500 ARV 3. I got to offer 100. Nah, let me go to the next. And I'm just like, nah, let's call that guy. Let's put him on the phone and let's offer 60. Offer 60. Yeah, tell him I got this real nice pit bull, you know, that I'll trade him for or something. You know, because you never know. I've been in situations where just through text, he's saying some ridiculous stuff, a ridiculous number, and I'm like, you know, like, all right, you know, that I consider that. Sometimes, you know, I'll talk to them just trying to figure out why it was so easy or why they went from 500 to 6. And I've even heard as much as like, you know what? I thought you were a computer, so I was just bullshitting. But since you replied, you know, I was like, oh, okay, this is real. And, you know, I was down for that offer. Asking somebody would have got you that deal. But just because you thought the numbers were so off, you just didn't. So, I don't know, man. I'm just in there. I've heard a lot of people say real estate. What is it? Been lowballing people since 1995 or whatever. And I'm just that model. So, you know, if you got the nuts to do it, let's do it, you know?
And let's get paid. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that.
That's good, man. Shout out to Andrea Swick. I think I said that right. I'm not sure. She's here making a bunch of comments. about the chat GPT and all that. But yeah, man, it's about how many offers you make, right? And those offers need to make sense for your business model, right?
And a lot of people try to make the numbers work. ARV is 150. Say they need to be at 150 for conversation's sake, and they're like at 170, and they still want to make it work. And I always say this to the people that I speak to. I say, don't get ego. You know, you gotta be willing to walk away. If the numbers don't work, the numbers don't work. Strategies, and if the numbers don't work, I got no emotional attachment to this. Next, don't wait something work if it doesn't work. If it works, let's make it work.
That's right, man. I tell people all the time, like, we're in the business of looking for people that need to sell fast, you know, and that are willing to be flexible with you know, make it a win-win for everybody, because we need to win, exactly. They need to win, and the end buyer needs to win, right? Especially if we're wholesaling. You know, so I tell my team all the time, it's like, guys, because, you know, it happens to all of us. Man, that seller wants 200, we can only do 140. All right, why don't you explain the seller why we need to be at 140?
Educate them.
Education, right? It's all about education, right?
Like that, like, okay, we need to be at 140. That means I got to call them and tell them that, you know, and see where we land, because you call at 140 and you need to be at 150. Give me 150. Well, now, like you said, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. And squeeze 1,500 out of this deal. You know, if I can bring, you know, so it's just like, okay, 100, and be able to handle that conversation right there. You know, and if you just don't be afraid to do it. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so now are you guys partnering up now, Ray and Easy? Are you guys like formally working everything half and half and all that?
Yeah, we're working everything out, putting marketing and everything.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Man.
Yeah. You'll go much further out together than by yourself.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Everything.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Do you guys have a date for the Space City event already?
We got a date. We're going to announce that pretty soon, like this coming week. So y'all stay tuned. Bananas. That one, I mean, we're going to bring some, man. Y'all stay tuned for details.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. Well, we'll be looking forward to support you any way we can.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
Yeah. So, anyhow, guys, February 3, 4, and 5, Attendgrowth here in Houston, Texas. Man, if you're in Houston, you're doing yourself a disservice by not being there. Period. There's no other way to put it. This is high-level networking. This is high-level mastermind type information. This is not a pitch.
These are the types of rooms, guys, y'all need to be in, where all these connections are made. I say this all the time. Your events, the first event I went to, actually started out, and I got out there, man, and it was just insane. Just connecting. It just threw me to that next level by even having that conversation with speakers and connecting with them and asking them questions and looking at things through their glass. Man, this is doable. This is 100% doable. This is what it is. And I was like, man, I still have the picture actually that I took with Nick Perry, and it was like, man, I saw everything, and I was like, man, if they're able to do it too, and start getting up there. So, guys, like Ricardo said, if you're not at that event, you're doing yourself a disservice, especially if you're jumping in on wholesaling right now. This is where.
Absolutely.
Not only wholesaling, man, but fix and flipping, commercial, multifamily.
any real estate, this is the room you need to be with. $1 million, one conversation, one handshake. That's all it takes, right? You're one conversation away. You know, don't miss this opportunity if you wanted to save a little bit of money. You know, don't cut a check. You know. So, thank you, brother.
Charles, you got anything to say before we close out?
No, I mean just that those individuals who want to be in proximity with people who are doing real estate um, should go to this event, meet everybody who's actually doing it. You never know who's going to help you. Um, you know, it's real easy to bow out of something when it gets hard. But what you'll find, I think, is if you push through it and instead of regressing, get more aggressive about what you're doing, you'll find that it wasn't as hard. It's not as hard as you think it is to get to the other side. So that's always been my philosophy. We all go through it. I mean, you know, this business has a lot of fluff in it. I've been in it since 2003. I've seen people go up. I've seen people come down. I've seen people reach the pinnacle where they're like the top dogs in the whole industry. And I've seen them come down. I've seen the same thing with companies go up and down. I'm still here. And because I stay consistent. And what I say to everybody, you don't need to you don't need to I mean you have to work hard, but you have to be consistent about what you're doing. And is there fear? There's always fear. With no fear, you're not going to get anything done. But if you push through and you you figure out real quick that you don't have to be on an island, there's a lot of people in the business that you can reach out to. And going to an event like this will allow you to actually meet folks that you can reach out to personally. So that's all I got to say. I mean, a lot of times people will ask me, well, how do I get started? You get started by getting involved and by taking action. As simple as that.
Charles, what do you think before we let you go, man? Why do you think people are quitting today? Like they're not sticking around.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been at this for a long time, and I mean, people find different avenues, you know, to make money. You know, that's good. I mean, some for those who do that, that's good. You know, I think what happens with a lot of people is life catches them, or they get overextended. You know, for those who get overextended is because you know they build portfolios. Like we have a portfolio, and we had to pay a lot of money here in November, December. You know that shit always hurts. You don't want to have to pay a bunch of fucking mortgages that you wrapped or whatever. No matter what anybody says, that hurts. You know when you do that. Um, but I think what happens primarily with people is life catches them. You know, if you were doing well during when everything was going well, and now it's just got a little tough, got a little hard, the market constricted a little bit. And what you have to realize that maybe you got to shorten those calls a little bit more to make the extra few calls. Maybe you got to get up a little earlier, stay up a little late, work a little smarter, use technology. You know, you have to do things to adjust. And if you don't adjust, well, you know, you're not going to get the same results you were getting when things were going right. And so I think life catches people. That's been my experience. I've been doing this since 2003. I've seen a lot of people come and go. Man, I've seen some motherfuckers come in this business and they took the whole industry by storm and they're gone. You know, so to me, what I always tell people is this: aggressiveness and cockiness doesn't impress me. Consistency, consistency, and integrity impresses me. You know, and if you have those qualities, and you'll keep pushing, and people will want to work with you because they know you have integrity. People want to work with you because you're consistent. But if you come into this business, you know, thinking it's going to be all easy, right now, what I've seen is life, man. People got to pay. They got to pay mortgages. They got to pay cars. They got fucking mama wants to fucking, hey, you haven't made a check in 2 months. What the fuck's going on? You know, child support. You got Uncle Sam calling. There's a lot of shit going on. Life catches people, man, and unfortunately, real estate. I can't remember who I heard say this, and I think it's a very true statement. Real estate is where more people, more wealthy people, more broke wealthy people are in. There's more rich people in fucking real estate that have no fucking money.
Hey man, that happened to me, Charles. When I first got rich, the first time I got rich on equity, and I didn't know about it until I went to a banker, and the banker says, "Ricardo, you're worth $4 million." At the time, I think I owned maybe like 12 to $15 million on properties.
Yeah.
But brother, I did not have $4 million on my checking account.
Well, I mean,
You
what I
know,
mean by you got to find a balance. Like me and Michael, we own a lot of fucking properties all over Texas. And it's impressive when you look at it. It's very impressive when you're closing deals left and right, and you're like, Mike's, we're opening up a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of the best restaurants in San Antonio. Mike's thinking about opening up a club, so we're segueing into that. I'm looking into a couple of endeavors that we're kind of segueing into. The thing is, when things are going well, it's real easy to overlook that shit. You can go buy the Lambo, you can go buy the Corvette, you can go buy, well, you can do all that shit. But when the other shoe falls, and it gets difficult, and you got motherfuckers quitting because life catches them, right? You got systems that stop working because the government gets involved. You got you lose access to like we just lost access to one of our main fucking systems that very few people have. Now we're gonna get it back, but we lost access to it, and that's kind of like hurt us a little bit. It's a system that allows me to find anybody, anything that I want. And so, in 2008, for example, in 2008, um, I lost like $3.2 million, 7 houses, and I was bringing in a lot of money every single month. I had two. I was running a broker shop and two mortgage banks, three offices, and I was cocky as fuck. And I wouldn't even say I was a dick, but I was, excuse my language, everybody, but I was a little cocky. I was arrogant, and within 2 years, I had nothing because the government stepped in. They wiped out the brokers. They created the NMLS license, and because I have a past, I couldn't get the license. And sometimes, guys, it's not just the economy. Sometimes shit will change. The government will come in and just change everything, and all of a sudden, what the fuck? What do you do? So, I think in this business, Isaiah said it correctly. You got to you got to put the pedal down. You got to push through it, and if you do that, then what you'll find is even if you don't get the same amount of deals you were getting before, but you'll survive. You'll survive the storm. You'll come out on the other side. And I tell this to people all the time. The one thing that you'll learn by surviving a market crash or a downturn is you're gonna learn how to do your business a lot better and a lot smarter.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, Charles. I haven't told nobody this. You're the first one that knows. But I will be buying over 40 properties in between now and the end of the year. And I'm going to start getting back into the portfolio side again. And I was very adverse to do that for years, man, because of what happened during Harvey and before Harvey, because of what happened in between 2008 and 2012, where I had a bunch of houses and I just hated being a landlord. But I had a come to Jesus meeting with myself. I think it was last week. I forgot which day. And I said, why am I turning building wealth long-term away when I already know how to do it? I just don't want to do certain things, certain steps of the process. I just got to figure out how to replace myself in the steps that I don't like. Which,
I mean, the thing is, we don't know till we do it, And the thing is, like for us, we're all Latinos here. I'm very proud to see Isaiah and Ray here do very well. I'm proud of them because of course, I'm proud of everybody, But being that we're Latinos, we usually don't get a lot of we don't get a lot of airtime, you know. And let's just face it, it is what it is, man. But the thing is that we don't know what we don't know. There's not a lot of people that are just telling us how to do certain things. And if we want to learn something, you know, the one thing that we've learned, I think, in these last 10 years is that we got to pay to play. And it's okay to pay to play. I pay sometimes to play, you know, and learn certain things from certain people. The thing about it is, like, when we built our portfolio for a long time, we ran it ourselves. And so now we have management companies that we hired. We don't collect no money. We let it all run by itself. We just evicted someone from one of our properties. We're not even doing the rehab. They're doing it. You know, we're not doing nothing. And so, am I trying to make it sound easy? No. What I'm trying to say is that you know, you can get back in the saddle and just learn how, you know, you can do things a little easier. Like, for example, this past year, we didn't wrap any properties because the laws changed in Texas, and we wanted to make certain that the attorneys who were figuring out how to write the paper were going to do it correctly, and we feel confident about that now. So we're going to start wrapping properties again. We did that a lot, and um, just the other day I showed, because we do videos, but a lot of the videos that we show is like stuff that we actually do, right?
Yeah.
It's like stuff that we like. This is what we do. We did a video on, we do this thing called death twos, where we find dead people who have lost properties. And so one of the good things, Ricardo, about having a portfolio is, for example, let's just say for whatever reason, the bottom fell out and your whole system fell apart, and you got a portfolio. Like, we're liquidating a property right now that we picked up in 2017. It's worth 285. We owe 88 on it. The person who had that deal was a dead guy. And that's what we do. We find people who pass away, and they have these mortgages. And what people don't realize is that you can get into these deals very similar to how you do wholesale deals, except you're keeping them. And so when you take these properties down, you know, you're portfolioing them, you're either renting them, you're Airbnb them, you know, you can wrap them. If you wrap them, of course, you know, you can't just catch them out, right? You can hypothecate them, but there's an added benefit to keeping properties. And so I'll just share with you guys, and I know that's something you guys are doing there in Houston. Um, Mike and I this month decided, look, we're just going to start going for bigger opportunities. You know, so we've been going after, you know, so our guys here headhunt single family. We have a different system where we're communicating with people to try to find, for example, like I'm working on a 32 houses right now, packet. And if I can find a buyer, I'll make a lot of money. If not, we're trying to take it down ourselves. If we can work on bigger deals, then you can do less deals, less headaches. And so, you know, it just depends, man. I mean, if I was you, and I think I'm real happy for you, man. If you're gonna take down properties, I think you're gonna do well, and I think you'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I found out that for me to do that, I have to replace two things. The first one is people, the rehab portion of it, like who's doing the rehab. So I think I found a solution for that. The second one uh, is the property management side. So I'm working on multiple scenarios on to see how I'm gonna do that. But I already got four that I'm gonna start rehabbing probably next week after the event is done and over with, and I got another 10 on the pipeline that I'm gonna close on, and they're all over the country, Charles. So one lesson I learned after Harvey is that I'm not gonna stick around in only one geographical area. Like, I'm not gonna have all my houses in Houston, for instance, because guess what? This city floods, man, and that's a risk. Anybody that owns a lot of properties in the area, they're gonna run into sooner than later. Okay.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, we got properties all over the state, and I love, like, El Paso, man. I love El Paso. I love, you know, of course, Dallas, Houston. You know, I love all the big metropolitan cities. You know, we take over properties with credit financing and a lot of subject to. But the thing, I'll just share something with you right now. What a lot of people sleep on is taking over properties you can't get title to. But if the property's functional and you can keep that property, if the property's functional and you can rent out the property, and you take possession of the property, you can throw that interest you have in that property into a trust so that nothing else hits it, and keep that indefinitely and just continue to make money from it, And I'll give you guys a tip. So, we were real close to taking down an HOA foreclosure. We had somebody purchased a property on an HOA foreclosure. We knew the bank wasn't going to foreclose on the property, and it was because there was legal issues going on. So we estimated like about 2 years. So we're like, hey, fuck it, we'll take it over. We're just gonna rent it out, right? So I'm not gonna give you the whole thing. What I'm trying to tell you is, property's functional. I got an interest. I got possession. What do you do with it? Well, make money with it. You go make money with it. And so now you just got it.
As long as your out of pocket is nothing crazy on something like that.
Yeah, of course. You're not going to invest a lot of money in a property that you can't sell.
Yeah, I had my first Charles, my first subject to ever. First one was a death too.
Yeah. No, hey, hold on, Ricardo. That's an HBHS thing, man. That terminology, so that we're all clear. That terminology is an HBHS terminology that we said death to, because there's sub-twos, but there's a certain way to put them together where you don't have to worry about a due on sell clause. And we've been doing subject to since 2013. I love those fucking things, man. What people don't realize this, man. The subject twos and novations, subject twos and novations have been around for like 130 years. They just didn't call them that. We just didn't know.
And the cradles were still out there.
No. We didn't know. We didn't know because that information was not conveyed to the regular people. The reason this information is now out there because we got YouTube, we got Facebook. Before that, I don't know, Ray, if you're this old or not. I don't think you are. You wake up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, you were watching these dudes talking about how to buy property that's $10. That's what the fuck they were talking about. They were talking about subject to. They were talking about fucking novations. They were talking about wholesaling. It just wasn't a fad like it is today. In the last 10 years,
thought it was a scam.
Yeah, but now in the last 10 years, now we all know. But these concepts have been around for a long time. For a long time.
And that's kind of how I feel now. Like I've never done a sub to one in the same sense that Ricardo. I'm still negotiating it, but it's the guy's paying like $500 a month, and he's divorcing at $2,000, and you can have this. Like, I don't care. And I'm like, it makes sense, dude. I could bring 100 cash flow, almost $1,000. I'm like $2,000 in plus closing costs. Working on some title stuff, but absolutely, dude. And so now I tell people, like, man, shit that you would hear on TV about getting houses for free, and it's fucking all those old school info commercials that were like, that's a scam. I'm like, no, look, little different terminology or how you approach it, but dude, you're absolutely right.
That was Carlton Sheets, man. Carlton Sheets at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You want to know something?
I'm
going to tell you something.
But I just
found
get houses for free, and I'm here. That shit off.
Bro, I'm going to bring it to Houston. I found an 8-track cassette tape. Is it 8-track or is it just a cassette tape? VSR.
The 8-track is the big one. It's like a cassette, but it's a big one.
Yeah, I found one of his, a brand new one in a house the other day.
Don't know.
I found one of them from him the other day. I have it in my truck. It's unopened. It's a brand new one. But look, I mean, kudos to him. He was just doing his business. But what I'm saying is back then, unless you were paying those dollars, nobody really knew what they were talking about. Everybody thought it was a scam, but today we all know it was real what they were talking about.
Absolutely. I tell you what, now right now, the OG, okay, the OG. This is the #1 guy that started doing seminars, live events, and infomercials. Is going to be at Attendgrowth. His name is Robert Allen. He's my mentor, one-on-one. He's going to be here the whole Friday and Saturday. Actually, he's flying Saturday night out. But he's the one that got all those other guys started. Like Carlton Sheets, man, Ron LeGrand, those guys that are OGs in this business, especially in the infomercial side, they got started because of Bob Allen. And he's going to be here this weekend talking about multiple streams of income and how you should, venture into industries that are related to real estate, but are not necessarily real estate. Like seminars, courses, why do mentorship programs, licensing. How much money can you do on licensing? Charles, that once you create your brand like you have with HBHS, you could license your brand. And
yeah, so that's so. I mean, Isaiah and Ray, if you don't mind me sharing with you guys, because we're all Latinos here. So one of the things that Mike and I, we started like you guys, we have a lot of success and you're doing business, but what people don't understand. Look, I'm not saying we have it figured out. We don't have it figured out. We still have a lot of problems. What I'm saying is, at some point, you go from, hey, man, we're doing business. Hey, do you want to build a brand? Or do you want to build a company? There's two different things. You want to build a company or you want to build a brand. And so we built the company. We're like, okay, we have different stuff going on. And then about maybe 5 years ago, we started concentrating on, can we build a brand? And so I think we built a brand. I'm not saying it's all that. I mean, it is what it is. It's important to me. But we are considering it because we've been asked a lot. We're like, hey, maybe we can license HBHS, and license it in different cities, different states, and that's just another form of income, another level. And so, that's something that we're thinking about. It's funny you bring that up, Ricardo, but. You guys are knocking it out of the park. I'm real proud of both of you, man. I see you guys fucking just hitting it, man. But as you continue to just take over in your own sphere of influence, man, it's so wide open for you guys. And especially right now, because you know why? Because you guys are going through this crash, and it's like to you, it's like what crash? And because you have that attitude, when the shit finally corrects itself, you're just going to be that much further along, man.
Yeah. So, hey, tomorrow we're gonna be at Easy's and Ray's new office. What's the address, guys, so people can show up and take a look at what you got going on?
Address is 340 North Sam Houston. 340 North Sam Houston. Parkway 77060. It's gonna be coming through the south side of the building. Climb up the stairs, make a left. There's some big doors.
6:30, right?
6:30. The event starts at 6:30. So
pull up.
If you're watching Love, we're gonna be giving away tickets to Ricardo's event.
And don't forget to share this live right here.
What's the address again? 340 South.
I'm about at 40 North Sam Houston Parkway. 77006.
Hold on. Can you repeat again?
340 North Parkway. 77060 is a zip code.
77060. There it is. 340 North Sam Houston Parkway, 77060. Make sure you're there, guys. They're gonna be giving out some tickets. I'm gonna be showing up. and we're going to have a great time.
We got drinks, we got wine, we got beer, we got food. Guys, absolutely for this service, you can take some tickets to Ricardo's event, or you'll be meeting people like, if you don't know Mr. You know, Ricardo, all these big players, this is the room you need to be experienced. Like I said before, that was the event that clicked on me. You know, so every aspect, there's going to be a leader for that type of venue that you're looking to be. There's people flying from everywhere. So, guys, we'll see you there.
All right, guys. You all have a great day. Thank you so much for joining in and tuning in, guys. I'm going to do another live tomorrow and another one the following day until Friday when we do our event. Guys, whoever is showing up, if you got your tickets, make sure you're there early because we're going to start at 10 o'clock sharp in the morning. We're not going to have any delays. We're not going to have any like, hey, I haven't seen these people show up. We're not going to get on stage. We're going to get it going. And be prepared because these are some long days, man. So sneakers, they're fine. You know, be comfortable. Sweaters like this. You want to dress up, be my guest. You can dress up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to dress up a little bit because I'm the host. But you don't have to. I want you to be as comfortable as you can. For the VIPs, we have lunches, dinners, the whole 9 yards. For the general admission, just come ready to go, grab some quick lunch and come back because, man, we got more than 10 speakers per day going on that stage. And they're all dropping major nuggets. So with that being said, guys, you all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.